What's up, guys? This is Fang Via here, coming at you with a new video. And in today's video, we are going to be continuing the Dragon Ball train. Um, just in case the people that don't know, I ended up doing a opinion piece on Dragon Ball Daima, which was super fun to do. I had Mizuki Riverdale, my girlfriend, there with me doing it. But I do know the next time I do a video like that, I'm going to make sure I have notes written down, just so this way I'm a bit more organized and I'm not fumbling over my words and I don't end up forgetting a point and all that and then remembering it or not remembering it. But anyways, in today's video, we are going to be talking about my all-time favorite Super Saiyan transformation. Not just my favorite Super Saiyan transformation, but my favorite transformation in Dragon Ball of all time. And that is Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4. Now, obviously, this form first debuted in GT. And what's so unique about the form is not only how you achieve it, but also how it looks. How you achieve it, at least in GT, and I'm going to assume this is also how Goku also got it in the Heroes continuity, is you have to become a great ape, then a golden great ape, then you have to be able to control that form, and then you become Super Saiyan 4. Um, and what's so unique about this form is that the Saiyans do get longer hair. It doesn't get as long as Super Saiyan 4. It's like at least like maybe close to the middle of their back. Um, they get different color eyes. They have these lines around their eyes. They get fur pretty much all over their body. And the only parts of them that are exposed is their hands and their chest, at least their upper torso. And they also have a, Saiyan tail, because it makes sense because of, what this form represents. And of course in Daima, which I'm gonna give people 10 seconds to fast forward through this. There will be a time marker when I stop talking about Daima. So, okay, I'm going to assume that you all fast forward to the point that I have marked. So, as we've seen in Daima, Goku says that he was training after Buu, so this way he can be prepared if there's a bigger threat. And from what he says is that he could feel, he knew that there was something there, he just couldn't pull it out. If I'm wrong, Mizu will most likely edit in a pop-up and all that. But I'm pretty sure I'm correct. And what Neva did was bypass the Great Ape requirement, because in my opinion, I'm pretty sure that even though that in Daima we see Neva, unlock Goku's ability to be able to actually use Super Saiyan 4 no matter how many times he wants. People thought that it was limited to how much magic that Goku had in his body, but I don't think that's the case. I think Goku can now actively transform into it. Which, does that complement the canon with Super? Yes, but as we know, um, Toriyama has no issue with messing around with canon. And there's also a possibility that this still could be a alternate continuity. Um, we won't know for sure until Totaro continues the manga and has Goku become Super Saiyan 4 in the manga. Until then, we will not know. But, as we also learn from Dragon Ball, there's not just one way to achieve transformation. With the um with Super Saiyan 1, the iconic yellow hair transformation, we know of three different ways. Technically four, if you want to factor in the theory people have about Goten and Trunks. The first way is how Goku became it, which and how Gohan became it, which is where they have these super intense emotions. Goku's case, it was because of seeing his best friend get, you know, KO'd in front of him by Frieza. Gohan is from training in the hyperbolic time chamber, or the room of spirit and time. And Goku literally, pretty much, he tells Gohan to basically, this is how you become Super Saiyan, you know, and he literally, tells Gohan, if I remember correctly, imagine Cell just, pretty much destroying everything and everyone that he loves. Now, keep in mind, my knowledge of that part is from the old Funimation dub, which is not accurate to the source material at all, or the Japanese dub at all. Now, controversially, we also learn in Super that they get a tingling feeling in the back, which is SL's, which is how Khalifa was able to become it, because she quickly realized that there was a tingly feeling in her back. And it was controversial because what they did was brought in science to something that was always mythical. But what people don't realize is that the whole tingly back thing comes from martial arts, but to many Dragon Ball fans, they do not like it. And the fourth way is if a person that is already a Super Saiyan, uh, I don't, well, we all know how Goten and Trunks was made. Pretty much that's the fourth unofficial way. This is why Goten and Trunks was able to achieve it so quick. Um, but so yes, as we know, there are multiple ways of getting the transformation, and from what we learned from Vegeta and GT, I'm also going to assume Vegeta also learned this himself, is that you don't need a tail to achieve Great Ape. With Bulma's Blitzwave machine that she created when everyone was taken over by Baby, the parasite, that as long as you're a Saiyan, you can use that Blitzwave machine to become a Great Ape, and that's what happened. And it's funny too because in that episode, he messes with Goku by reenacting what he did during the Saiyan saga, and it and it you know Goku thought that Vegeta lost control, and Vegeta basically told him to chill. He's not a low class warrior; he's a elite. He got this, and then he becomes Super Saiyan 4. And that is the thing that I love about Super Saiyan 4. It goes back to the Great Ape with Saiyans. It is the one form that perfectly reflects a Saiyan's full potential with a tail, or fully reflects if you have fully mastered Super Saiyan and you manage to become a Super Saiyan as a great ape and master that, pretty much get control and you become Super Saiyan 4. That is why that transformation to me has always been my favorite. That is why, you know, even though I like Super Saiyan God and I like Super Saiyan Blue, to me, Super Saiyan 4, I feel, is the path that all Saiyans should go down to. That's also why I like Beast Gohan's form, because the red eyes are clearly his Saiyan genes. That's my opinion, because they remind me so much of the eyes of a great ape. And when someone first becomes a great ape, their eyes change to red before they start fully powering up into one. Um, you know, Plus it is not a full-on recolor, unlike Super Saiyan God. Yes, I know Goku is slightly slimmer in that form. However, it's still a recolor. I still classify it as a recolor. But what's also cool about Super Saiyan 4 is that I'm not the only one that feels like this. There's a lot of Dragon Ball fans that loves this form. And the passion for it, that's why he keeps coming back. Because Toei knows, and Sueisha, and Ioku knows that Super Saiyan 4 is very popular. And it should be. It's a very unique form. And the fact that we got to see it again in Daima was very cool because, of course, there was theories about it. There was, um, all these different, theories about it because of the fact that, too, a lot of people have felt like Daima felt like a homage to GT, which turned out to be true. And then, of course, if you look at Heroes took Super Saiyan 4 and really showed that this form is iconic. It's, and not only that, in both GT and in Heroes, we see advancements to the form, similarly to Blue. Blue has all these different, you know, like minor transformations to it, or these advancements, or, perfect example, right? We have the initial Super Saiyan Blue form, then we got Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, then we got, perfected Super Saiyan Blue, then we got, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, and and Super Saiyan 4 is quite similar to where we have the the base Super Saiyan 4. We have Super Saiyan 4 powered, which funny enough, how you get that is similarly how you become Super Saiyan God, is that you need Saiyans to share their energy with you. In Heroes, we get Super Saiyan 4 Kaioken, then we get Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker, which again, sending God Ki, well, not God Ki, sending Ki into a Saiyan. And I think another reason why Goku, and I think another reason why Xenogoku and maybe Vegeta was exposed, was able to become Limit Break, was because of the fact that, the Xeno counterparts still experienced Battle of Gods. They still experienced Beerus. Difference is, Xenogoku did not train to use God Ki. And with Vegeta, I'm sure he figured out on his own. And maybe he thought, okay, well, this makes no sense for a Saiyan. Or, because that's the thing about Heroes, is that there's still a lot we don't know about that continuity. And we may never know because they're done with it, which is a shame. I'm sure that we'll still get Xenogoku merch. I mean, he's too popular of a version of a Goku. Heroes in general is way too popular for them just to be done with. Um, but not only that, but in Heroes, we got to see Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Broly, Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker Broly, Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, and even Moro. Just so people, just in case people forgot who Moro is. Not Moro. We're gonna edit this little blunder out, and we can just make it a blooper. I messed up. I meant Mira. Mira has a Super Saiyan 4-esque form himself. If you've played Xenoverse, or if you have ever researched Dragon Ball Heroes, you'll know that he has a form that's very similar to Super Saiyan 4. And not only that, but the fan art for Super Saiyan 4, there's so much of it. There's so much, sprite animations that deals with Super Saiyan 4. Like Super Saiyan 4 is a very popular transformation. And I love it. I'm sure that if you're watching this video, you probably love it too. Or B, you're probably waiting to call me a idiot and that Super Saiyan 4 is non-canon, that Super Saiyan God is superior. It's like, if you're gonna put that down there, you're wasting your time. Because Super Saiyan God is cool, but here's a fun fact about Super Saiyan God. When Battle of Gods was originally being worked on, Super Saiyan God was going to be a golden Super Saiyan 4. So that goes to show you, and not only that, Toriyama is a big fan of the form himself, which is why they brought it back for Daima, which is why he drew it for the last page of a booklet that came with the GT Dragon Box. That's also why he complimented Nakasuru, designed for Super Saiyan for Goku, and probably the lore behind it, to where he had moments to where he didn't know that if he created it or not. Like I said in the Diamond video, us Dragon Ball fans needs to get away from debating about what's canon and what's not canon. And for Japan, they don't really care about that. To them, it's a new project. For example, Boruto okay, is the current sequel to Naruto. But who's to say down the road, Kishimoto decides, oh well, this isn't what I wanted my vision for the sequel to be, so I'm going to retcon Boruto and create something new. Or he decides to go back and change the ending of the uh, OG Naruto run by making it to where Naruto gets with Sakura. They can do that. I mean, George Lucas retconned Anakin, looking old as a Force Ghost, which is a very controversial change. However, I don't mind it. Although we're not here talking about Star Wars. And, you know, just the overall design of Super Saiyan 4 is super unique. So, yes, this form is means so much to me. Anytime I played Budokai 3 or any Dragon Ball game and they have a Super Saiyan 4 in there, even if it's just Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I always play as them because I like Super Saiyan 4. On Dokkan, I have a full on Super Saiyan 4 team. on Legends. I have a full-on Super Saiyan 4 team. On freaking Heroes World Mission for the Switch, I have a Super Saiyan 4 team. Why? It's my favorite transformation. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this form um, pops up next. Will it be in the Dragon Ball Super manga, putting the end to if Diamond and Super are canon? Although if that doesn't happen, that's really going to make the people really go nuts on Twitter. Um, or are we going to be seeing it? Or B, are we going to be seeing the OG Super Saiyan 4 design pop up in something else? And that's the thing, is that there are people, or there's always going to be people asking which version of Super Saiyan 4 that people prefer, Daima or GT slash Heroes. My opinion is this: other than minor differences, both of them are the exact same forms. They look similar. They act similar. Well, they act remotely similar because Mini Goku acted a lot more monkey-like. But I'm sure that if Kid GT Goku had access to it, he probably would have used it the same way. He, but yeah, you guys, that's it for this discussion video. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know your opinions on Super Saiyan 4, or let me know what your favorite Dragon Ball transformation is of all time, or better yet, let me know your favorite anime transformation of all time is. Because Super Saiyan 4 is definitely mine. Um, the next video I'm going to be doing for next week, and I'm going to tease this, is that you're going to be seeing a 5-part on 5 different channels tier list of the various Super Saiyan transformations. Well, Saiyan transformations in general. So look forward to that. It's going to be, I get the feeling it's going to be funny. But yeah, you guys make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.